With the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James from the University of Southern California.
I don't want to hear these charges, people talking about nepotism.
No,
the NBA is full of nepotism.
Full of it.
The ownership level, front offices,
Absolutely.
coaching.
Yep.
I don't want to hear it all of a sudden because of Bronny James' father plays for the Lakers.
Bruh, are you serious, Adrian Wojnarowski? Excuse me? We might as well call this La ESPN at this point. Anyways, though, this is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Bronny James being drafted by the Lakers at pick 55. Even though Bronny James only averaged 4.8 points per game at USC last season, it was still good enough for the Lakers to take him with their second round pick. With Bronny James being taken by the Lakers, it has now created history as Bronny James will now be teammates with his dad in LeBron James. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So here it is. Is Bronny James being drafted by the Lakers a good or bad look for the NBA? Honestly, there is only one good answer to this question. It is definitely a bad look for the NBA. And it's not only a bad look for the NBA, it's a bad look for all parties involved in this transaction. It's a bad look for Bronny James. It's a bad look for LeBron James. It's a bad look for Jeanie. It's a bad look for Rob Pelinka. It's definitely a bad look for JJ Redick. And as for the NBA, yeah, their reputation just got even worse compared to what it was beforehand, which was already pretty low. You look at how the NBA has lost a lot of credibility over the past decade, and I blame Adam Silver for letting the NBA become what it is today. The product that the NBA is today is almost unrecognizable to when I was growing up as a kid. You look at how there weren't people trying to jump from team to team all the time when I was a kid, but obviously you look at how players, they try to jump teams all the time now. There's been so much player movement. You also look at how the players have been given way too much power in the National Basketball Association, and now it's gotten to the point where now a son can get drafted because his dad is LeBron James. That's a major problem in and of itself. Look, I don't have a problem with sons getting drafted into the NBA if they are actually worthy of it. However, the problem is Bronny James was not actually deserving of being selected in the 2024 NBA draft. You look at Bronny James' stats. He averaged 4.8 points per game. That's not good whatsoever. You look at how he shot 26.7% from the three-point line. That's not good whatsoever. And then you also look at how he averaged 2.8 rebounds and 2.1 assists. He really didn't make any impact whatsoever on the basketball court last season. He was a bench player at USC, and USC wasn't even a good team in college basketball last season. And you're telling me that Bronny James was able to get selected with the 55th pick in the 2024 NBA draft? This is why a lot of people look at the NBA as a complete joke, because you look at this scrub of a player that didn't really play any good basketball whatsoever at USC last season, but because he is the son of LeBron James, he has to get selected to the Los Angeles Lakers so he can go ahead and play with his dad and create history. That's absolutely stupidity at its finest. Bronny James is not deserving of a roster spot. I know somebody's going to tell me, what about AJ Johnson? He got drafted in the first round by the Milwaukee Bucks, even though he didn't even average 3 points a game. But you know what? The Bucks were absolutely stupid to take him with the 23rd pick, but they got a lot of organizational problems anyway. You look at how the front office is completely dysfunctional and how they fired a championship winning head coach in Mike Budenholzer so they can go fire the next guy 43 games into his next tenure so they can go ahead and give Doc Rivers a 5-year contract, even though Doc Rivers hasn't really been that great of a coach in a long time. Is he still a solid head coach? Maybe, but it's not exactly like he's been a great head coach in recent memory. But I'm not here to trash the Bucks organization. I'm here to trash the Lakers organization for allowing LeBron James to run this organization. You look at how LeBron James has way too much power on the Los Angeles Lakers, which is the only reason why Bronny James was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 words, LeBron James. If LeBron James didn't exist on the Los Angeles Lakers, I guarantee you that the Lakers would not have drafted Bronny James. And all these people on ESPN justifying the decision to draft Bronny James is absolutely clownish in and of itself, because if this was another player, they would have trashed that player for basically force feeding this narrative that father and son have got to play together in the NBA, particularly on the same team. But because they love LeBron James, oh, we have to support Bronny James and say that LeBron James helped create history by being able to get his son and him on the same team, even though his son is not worthy of a roster spot in the NBA. You look at how Bronny James, like I said, he didn't even average 5 points a game. He wasn't even the best player at USC. He was a bench player in college basketball that didn't even make the March Madness bracket last year. And now you want me to say that Bronny James is going to be a solid role player in the NBA? Man, give me a break. Am I saying that it's never going to happen? No, I'm not saying that. But what are the odds that Bronny James is actually going to be a solid role player in the NBA? Gary Payton was a way better player than Bronny James, but Gary Payton had to work years and work his butt off to even be a decent bench player for the Golden State Warriors. You look at how Bronny James, he's not even all that anyways. He's not even a top 150 player in college basketball, but he gets drafted as if he is a solid draft prospect. And that's where I have an issue right there, because you look at the increased nepotism that's going on in the NBA. It's a huge problem, and just because other people are doing it, it doesn't mean that it's right whatsoever. But especially since LeBron James has so much power and influence on the Los Angeles Lakers, it just makes it even worse, because now it's just making it appear very obvious that LeBron James is running the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James is essentially the owner. LeBron James is essentially the GM. LeBron James might as well be the head coach, and shoot, he might as well be a player out there on the basketball court. LeBron James is everywhere. The guy is taking all kinds of titles, and that's where I have a problem with the Lakers, because they are letting this guy have way too much power. It's absolutely stupidity that they allowed LeBron James to draft his son just so they can appease him. But I guess LeBron James is now going to stay in LA for the rest of his career, because the Lakers acquiesced to his moves. He wanted Darvin Ham fired. He got that. He wanted JJ Redick hired as his head coach. He got that. He wanted to team up with his son. He got that. And now guess what? LeBron James is probably going to ask for a max contract on the Lakers, and they're going to give it to him for what? So they can go lose in the first round of the NBA playoffs. If you're a Lakers fan, you have got to be ashamed by the association of LeBron James, at least in the LA era. I'm not talking about LeBron James on the Cavs, and he was a great basketball player, and he made all those finals appearances. I know that he's not the GOAT, but he's still a great basketball player. But you look at LeBron James on the LA Lakers, I mean, what has he really given that organization outside of one bubble championship run, where we all knew that bubble run was rigged for LeBron James to win it? If LeBron James didn't win that bubble championship that year, he would have lost all credibility in GOAT discussions. Not that he really has a lot of credibility to begin with, but had he lost that championship in the bubble, he would have lost all credibility, and nobody could have argued that LeBron James was the GOAT. You look at how LeBron James has totally taken control of the Los Angeles Lakers. It's absolutely embarrassing in and of itself for the Lakers organization. It's just not a good look whatsoever. If I was a Lakers fan, I would be ashamed to be associated with LeBron James just because of the fact that Clutch Sports has rated the entire organization of the Lakers. You look at how they are basically run like a James dictatorship. You look at how the Lakers, they just do whatever LeBron tells them to do. And you look at how people like Pelinka and Jeanie allow this behavior, and how JJ Redick, he buddies up with LeBron James. Oh, now he's a head coach. Oh, Bronny James, he's the son of LeBron James. Let me go ahead and get him on an NBA roster and take a spot from a player who is more deserving of an NBA roster spot than Bronny James. And there you go. And that's why you have increased nepotism going on in the Lakers, and it's a horrible look for the NBA. I don't even see how this could be a good look for the NBA whatsoever. So that is why Bronny James being drafted by the Lakers is a bad look for the NBA, as it exemplifies the nepotism issues surrounding their sports league. By the way, guys, I will be off next week. I will be on vacation, as I will be hanging out in the Virginia area. Also, I want to thank you guys for the support being given to this channel, the increased viewership, the rise in subscribers, and the constant support in the comment section certainly means a lot. Also, remember to drop the like button on every single video, as it helps the channel algorithm out. I also want you guys to know that this would not have been done without the constant support. Again, I appreciate every viewer that is watching these videos, as it helps the channel grow tremendously. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the at DustinAsTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at DustinAsTran and at Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter at DustinAsTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.